You begin your broadcast. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, fellas. Hey, Jeff, good morning. Good morning. Onyx, good morning. Chad, guys, very good morning. Richard, it is Monday, February 3rd, guys. Markets had quite the sell on Friday. Randy Sue, good morning. Jeff. And we bounced back a tad. Hey, Ron, go Chiefs, buddy. Get your Super Bowl hat. And we bounced back a little bit today, guys. Futures are up. Although we did have small net buyers when I got up this morning. We now have net selling in the NASDAQ, about 1,100 contracts. Gold is starting to get a bid, as is silver. Bonds not at this point. We do have, what do we have? About 5,000 buyers in the ES. We do have buyers in the Russell. We do have Google earnings this afternoon. A little bit of 10 a.m. news. Not much before that. Wow. That's crazy, Jeff. Guys, quickly looking at the VIX. VIX cash is down about 2.5% at 1836. VIX futures 1793, down about 1 6/10%. Dow futures up 125, NASDAQ up 50, and the S&P up, call it 16.5 handles at the moment. I did not see a gap up in RB, Kim. It looks longs to me. There was a blurb earlier about 500,000 barrels a day cut. And there goes the the NASDAQ. Back into VWAP. It's going to be an interesting day, guys. You know what? I want to say China pledged to put $1 trillion into the markets. Did not allow short selling. Any of you guys see that? So Jeff said, according to ESPN stats and information, with a 20-10 lead and 7:17 left to play, the 49ers had a 96.1% chance to win the game. Definitely was not enough. How can you bet against Mahomes? The kid's amazing. It was a good game. It was a really good game. I enjoyed that Super Bowl. All 3 playoff games. They were down by more than 10. In any event, guys, we're here. Excuse me. We're here. It's Monday. We'll see what we get today. We will trade what we see. I did make, for anybody that's interested, and I'm sure this will, guys, hang on 1 second. 1 second. For anybody that is interested, I have changed the moving averages on my Unirenko bot. Not by much, 8 and 24. So guys, when volatility picks up, remember I had gone to 5 and 15. This is what Chris was talking about on Saturday in education. Hey, Chris, good morning. Good morning. Great emails. And this is what you were talking about on Saturday. When the volatility picks up, you want to go to a bigger spread in your moving averages. Now, the 5 and the 15 that I'm using on my Unirenko, good morning, Chris. When volatility dies, I will go back to. I like that chart. but presumptively, the volatility is going to remain higher. So you want to be taking fewer trades, and you want to be in the trades into the trend. You don't want to get jacked around. So the initial or original averages that we were using were 8 and 21. I've gone to 8 and 24. I've looked at other ones, out as far as 30. Just food for thought. I've not changed anything else. If anybody's here on trial, good morning and welcome. We have a few trials starting with us today. I'm not sure if you're in the room, but good morning and welcome. Gold has backed off. Bonds have backed off. We don't really have any news today. We do have a little bit of 10 o'clock news, nothing at 8:30. And again, we do have Google earnings this afternoon. So we'll be interested in that. It is the Unirenco, yes, Pam. Yep, whatever I think it is, number 19. I just changed the moving averages. I'll go back to what I have in the member area at some point. I will let you know. I am not going to change this in the member area, or you can set up a new chart with different moving averages. It's your prerogative. But what I don't want are 37 trades up and down. It looks like the NASDAQ is trying to get back up into the 70s. I mean, I can make 62, maybe 82, maybe even above 9,100 later today with Google. We'll see what we get. It could be a volatile day. Again, trade accordingly. Guys, let me quickly read the disclaimer. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. We're good to go, guys. Here we go. First target off, fellas. First target off, NASDAQ. This is my account, guys. This is a live trade. Come on, break up. Go. No. Just got to go through 65. I won't let this trade go against me, fellas. I'm out. 160 bucks. I'll take it. $552 million to buy. I don't believe we're shorts. Now it'll go to second target out of this consolidation. There it goes to 70, would have been the second target, 69.75. And nice job, Shahid. Good job. Okay, fellas. Crude's not going to give me squat. RB is not going to give me squat. NASDAQ, guys, I have those longs. We'll see what we get. Here comes that second target. Again, for those of you guys joining us late, I changed the averages on that Unirenko to avoid some of the chop. ES is long. ES wants longs. It's going to have to get through resistance at 44, but the ES looks longs to 46. NASDAQ still has not gotten that second. They're not in Saturday education. Saturday's education hasn't even been converted yet, Joe. I went to 8 and 24 for the day, or at least until volatility settles down, and I'll go back to the smaller averages. But with the volatility, pretty high, what I'm trying to do is stay out of their second target hit at 11 and a half handles on the bot. I'm trying to stay out of the chop. Okay. So here's second target. So I widened my averages. That's all on the bot. Yeah. ISM at 10 o'clock. Google this afternoon. This is the new chart that I'm working with. I showed you guys in education on Saturday. There's RB, first target off. First target off on the RB. Oh, let me move that out. Gold is also in a short on the bot. It's doing nothing. That's all that's in a trade at the moment, guys. ES on the 8 range, high probability. Hit both targets, 4 and 5 handles. Targets hit. Break even trade on RB. We should make it to 01, fellas. We should make it to 01. By being in the room and listening to what I've said, Ian, there is no place that it's posted. I mean, and this is the problem that I get when the room opens at 8 o'clock and guys start joining at 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock, whatever. Then they don't know. I have changed. This is $1,000 trade, 3 contracts, guys. 1 trade. $1,000 trade. And still going. Did anybody set this chart up? I showed it to you guys Saturday. Gold is doing very little. RB now up 138.60. Crude is trying. All my bots are on, guys, just in case anybody has any questions. Silver selling. Gold should come down, at least into the bottom of the channel. ES is going to 56 before it finds any resistance. NASDAQ's going to 19. NASDAQ's headed to 19. If anybody's long, it's going to 19. It's all buyers, fellas. First target off on gold. So the only bots on the new one, Joe, on the new one, yes. Yep, 377 hit both targets. I didn't get a fill, but I was in the NASDAQ and not paying attention. So here's gold. This is the 377 that we're in love with. 935, both targets hit. I did not get a fill, but again, I'm not paying attention to it. I was in the NASDAQ. Anybody short gold on the 500 tick? Okay, Joe. Okay, Chris says 377. Okay. I'll let that do its thing. ES is headed to that 56, maybe quarter. Yeah. Yeah, that's, Chris, I've got 6 screens, and that's why I've gotten rid of some of the charts that I just don't trade. I mean, I don't know why I even have a natural gas chart anymore. It doesn't take very many trades. RB just filled another long. Another long on RB. We could pull back to 91. Don't forget Google earnings today.
Target filled.
There's first target RB.
Target filled.
Second target RB. If anybody is in gold, I have moved final target to 79. 79. There's the runner on the gold. Final target's at 79. If you want to move it out, if you want to use the bot identified. I haven't changed anything anywhere else, Stephen. Nothing has been changed except one chart. One. That's it. Out. RB's up 231. No trades on crude. No trades in the Russell yet. Yes, but as we discussed, Pam, in education on Saturday, it wouldn't make any difference because the 144 will obviously churn before the 233, right? So wouldn't make a difference. Yeah, I'm not watching YM. YM's got some resistance here at 83. I mean, we're obviously in longs at the moment, fellas. Next level up on the NASDAQ, 91.21. Above that, 91.40. Would not shock me to see that today with Google earnings. Very quiet. Support on the NASDAQ right now is about 02.
Order fill.
Crude just took its first long on the bot. First long on crude. Crude should go longs, fellas. You got buyers in crude now. Should get to 40. Now, in the small 500 tick, who knows? But on the bigger time frames, crude is bid. You have 1,300 buyers in this candle. It's building a small bull flag on this 500 tick. Gold almost made it to that final target I have. We got to 79.3. Crude should go. Crude should go longs. There's your 19 target on the NASDAQ. Next level up on the NASDAQ is going to be 21, but above that, 91.40, which is where we should get to. 32 would be the next, above 21, 32, and then 42 is what I see. Bots are trading it nicely today, fellas. Again, nice trades on the bot, guys.
Target fill.
56 ticks on gold. Targets hit. This could come down much further. Guys good on gold? NASDAQ's back into support at 14. Got your bounce at 14. Right now, guys, the NASDAQ is walking a small moving average, the 8, all the way up. Thank you, Jeff. Good job. Anybody hold gold to 79? I mean, it could come further, guys. It's all sellers, almost 6,000 sellers. Good job, Brad. Good job, fellas. And it's breaking down a little bit. It could come down to that 76.8. Guys, so at the moment, gold is up 560. on the 500 tick on one trade. NASDAQ on that 3-minute is up 1,025. On my Unirenko chart, 2 contracts up 160. I traded small today. I did not want to put on 4 contracts after Friday, but up 160. And RB is up 231. And crude has not gone to target yet. There's nothing else in a trade. So my point is, if you guys are trading the same charts in the same way, you should be pretty darn green. There's first target on crude. You should be pretty darn green. Anybody in this 500 tick? Put it out at 65. It's got a shot of that 65. Anybody in 500 tick on crude? Okay, so there's that 21 target on the NASDAQ. Anybody holding NASDAQ? Okay, guys. Anybody holding NASDAQ? Next level up is 9132. Above that, we're going to 9140 if you're holding NASDAQ. 9140 above 32. All buyers. 51.19 is support now on crude. I'll probably get taken out here, but 19 is its support. If NASDAQ breaks 32, it's going to 40 quickly. I don't have a place to get in up here, fellas. Anybody still running NASDAQ? Okay, Andy. If anybody wants to keep this crude, I think your stop has to, the bot has pulled it up to 23, but I think your stop needs to be below 19. Got to come through VWAP here. Really got to get above 42 when this goes. NQ15 range is up 300 on one trade. Thank you, Chris. I did not get a trade. Let me see where that long entry was. Yeah. All right, Mark, you're long. Back at 9:30, yeah. All right, guys, ISM and construction spending. I'm going to move this off. Here's crude. Did not stop me out. Crude still in that trade. 65 final target. Anybody holding crude on the 500 tick? Anybody still holding? Okay, Chris is out. Anybody else in crude? Is there anybody still holding to 65? Okay, Andy. We should be good. We should be good.
Order filled.
Something filled. 15 range just filled a short. I'm not sure I agree with that. I'm on the wrong settings. All buyers. All buyers. Here's your support on the NASDAQ is this 34 quarter. If you guys want a long, never mind. Dang it. Should have been long 37. Okay, so this is on the wrong settings.
Stop fill.
There we go. 1 and 3 minute. It should have taken that long, but not the short. Let me take a look at some charts, guys. Let me look at gold. I want to see where gold can come. I mean, gold could come down to 70. Mutual Fund Monday. Gold could come to 70. 1570. Low is 73. Gold is a short at 74.9 if anybody likes it. The stop is big, 77.2 to start. 74.9 with a 77.2. NASDAQ's next level up above 54, guys, is that 60. And then I got Buckus above that. I'll have to go to a different chart to find your targets. Anybody going to short 74.9? If anybody's interested, 74.9 on gold. This double topped at 60. I still think we should get that target.
Stop fill.
Out. 30 ticks, $300, guys, on 2. China seeking pledges on
Order fill.
phase 1. Dang it, I didn't get the short. Why? On the Unirenko. Anybody get the short? First target's already hit. Anybody get this? I did not get it. Both targets hit. Dang it. Anybody get it?
Order fill.
Gold just got a bid on that little blurb news. China's asking for flexibility on the trade one agreement because health crisis related. That's why we're getting this crazy movement. Support on the NASDAQ, guys, is down at 20.5. 20.5 is support. Crude looks like it wants to now roll over on that high probability chart, guys. All right, we're settling down. It's only 195 sellers. Watch this little swing here. Looks like we're going to pull back. That's your support, 28.
Order fill.
There's another target on the long. Got a runner. And I'll leave that. Whatever it does, it does. Here's crude on the 500 tick. Has not gone to target yet. And here it is on the 3 minute. That is about as big a first target as I think I've ever seen on this crude 3 minute. I mean, that is a 30, 50 some odd ticks, guys. I mean, that exceeds the low of the day. No, it doesn't. 50.42 is the low.
Target filled.
First target off on the 500 tick. Building a bear flag on a 3 minute on the NASDAQ, just letting you know.
Order filled.
Okay, Richard. ES, come on, ES. What are you going to do? ES support looks like it's back about 56.
Order filled.
That's that 15 range went long again. Gold on the 377 wants to short small sellers. Guys, it's pretty volatile. You know, the indices are up and down. We're not moving directionally anywhere, really.
Target.
There's first target. Okay, first target off on the 15 range again. See if we can actually get to second target. Crude has got small-ish sellers.
Order filled.
Gold is chopping around, guys.
Target filled.
There's both targets on crude.
Order filled.
It's a nice trade here, guys, on this 3-minute high probability. $400, 420, 450. I mean, if this thing comes to target, this is a wallop of a trade. 480, 510. It's got support around $51. It's going to really have to sell off through. They got 1,000 sellers in this candle. Over 5,000 net buyers on NASDAQ. You got to buy pullbacks. This thing just wants to go higher. Again, we got Google this afternoon. This could go right back up to VWAP. It held 51. So if you're in that trade, pay attention. It was up $500, guys. RB, I missed a long, didn't take it on the bot. Still hasn't hit first target, but dollar index is pretty strongly bid. Yeah, my RB didn't fill on that short. Come on, gold. See how we're rolling down here, guys? I think gold is setting up for a splat. 53.7 has to go, and then at 75.7 and 75.3. But NASDAQ can get to 92.18. Come on, crude. Break it down. Gold still selling 7,800, almost 7,900 sellers. I mean, it should certainly get that first target. There goes crude. That's it. Broke the whole number. Onyx, I'm letting the bot trade. I mean, if I can close if I want. Believe me, I can hit close pretty quick. There's first target on gold. First target off on gold. Crude is into some support in here, guys. Below 50.42 on crude. 50.42. Targets on RB. Yeah. Let me go to a smaller chart with this RB. Yeah, we just hit support. 48.93 is support. Below that, we could come to 48.32. 48.32 on RB. 48.32. Give or take. Call it 48.40 just to be on the safe side. That line right there. 48.40. I'll take that off.
Order filled.
It got to 51. It should get to 40. Here it comes. Come on, 48.40. Let's go. Your Unirenko's going to short on the NASDAQ. Now, below, if it breaks 32, it could come to 47.70. Below 48.32, you can target 47.70. NASDAQ should try to work down to 29 now. Should try to work down to 29, 10 handles lower. This double bottomed at 50.
Order filled.
Gold is long on the 377 tick.
Order filled.
Come on, RB. Come on down. Here is NASDAQ on the Unirenko. I'm going to move this crude, guys. Here's gold on the 377. You may want to take your ticks in crude.
Order filled.
RB again is trying for a long.
Filled.
More than likely, crude will not give you a long trade, right? I mean, we'd have to go way back up. So I'll shut that off, up 260. I see it as longs, yeah. So up 260. This will stay in shorts, I would suspect. The on the on the 500 tick, I mean the 3-minute. Anybody holding one of those still? Or any of those on the 3-minute? I closed that out, fellas. So that's that 3-minute. It never went to target, never went to a stop. It's been as low as 90. That's closed out. I've shut it off for the day. That's up 300. So crude, I have a combined up 560 on 2 charts.
Order filled.
Anybody have the same or different than that? Anybody? I don't even know that any of you guys took the 3-minute, but
Target filled.
that's RB. First target filled on RB.
Target filled.
Second target filled. Now trailing. I'll shut off the NASDAQ on the 3-minute. The NASDAQ on the 3-minute, this is, I mean, unless this thing completely rolls over, and I don't think so. It could. That's up 1,025. One trade there. No trades on silver today. I never bothered turning YM on, but 1,025 on this one chart. Gold on the 377 tick on 2 contracts up 180. On my 500 tick, I'll leave it run for a bit. That's down 420. So gold is down slightly on the 2 charts. Different trades, but down slightly. I have nothing on the Russell today, although it's threatening a long now. I'll leave it on the 15 range. Has not taken a trade all day. Again, above 55, this thing goes.
Order filled.
I'm not sure
Order filled.
what just filled where. Oh, bonds. ZB just took a long. This doesn't get many trades, guys.
Order filled.
All right, Russell is long in the 15 range. Bonds are long.
Stop filled.
And another failure on RB. This RB chart's going to need some work. But if bonds are bidding and gold is bidding, and gold is bid, small buyers, but we could get back to VWAP. Bonds did hit first target. I'll take a look at it, Joe. Yeah, that RB chart has not traded well Friday or today. So it may have to be adjusted. It just hit first target, Gary, 68. Look at this, you son of a gun. You son of a gun. That is a humongous trade from 51.20 entry. 52 ticks. Next target down, 55. NASDAQ does not want to break 28. If 28 breaks, it could come down a bit more, but it does not want to break 28. Now it's 20, it came to 27 quarter. There's bonds, first target. NASDAQ may only come to 23 quarter.
Target filled.
There's first target on bonds. And still bid. This NASDAQ doesn't want to do a dang thing, fellas. Does not want to do anything. It held here, could pop right back up. It looks like a bull flag to me, small bull on this 15 range. Right here. But we'll see. Yep, up to 37.
Order filled.
Up to 37. There it is. Humongous trade on crude. Nobody in the room is down money. I'm asking about real money. I don't care about sim. Is there anybody losing money? For the record, this bond trade, 687.50. I told you in here, bonds were bid. Does not bode well for the indices, right? Let me turn that off. Nice bond trade, 687.50. It's a high probability chart, guys. Silver's not really doing much, which is interesting. That 3-minute should come down and get that final target around 90.99. It's 10 handles lower. They're going to bring this down to 90.91 if anybody is short. Your stop right now needs to be about 18, 17. All right, fellas, if I have nobody in the room down, I'm going to wrap it up for the day. I will see y'all tomorrow in the room. I will be on Skype in a bit. Only up 8% on your account today? Nice job. God bless you as well, Ryan. Randy, good job. Yeah, I have a target on CL. 49, next level down. Hang on, I'll give you some targets. Well, we got to 04. We're coming lower, guys. Let me give you a target on CL. Hang on. We're sitting on support here on crude. 49.61. 49.61 on crude. If this support breaks here, guys, we're going to flush again. This 04 level. All right, guys, be blessed. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll be on Skype in a bit, okay? See you, guys.